Basically, it boils down to if you didn't stop it, it was going to go in the cage. And this person who is unprotected, except for her shin guards, has to stop anything that comes within her area. You can't put somebody there as a post player who's afraid of the ball. I mean, you can't. It's not going to work. You have to have somebody that's pretty confident that they can track the ball and that they're going to get their stick to it. And so that's where you put your best, most fearless player there who has the most likely chance of saving it, and that was Anna. We had another player from James River, and the coach, Slade Gormas, and I had struck up a relationship, and the coach, Slade, had really tried to convince me to recruit Anna, and Anna did not arrive as the most skilled player, but she had the heart of a lion, and she actually spent her entire freshman year learning how to hit the ball with a better technique.
I remember a time where it was like, okay, Anna, you need to work on your receptions, and I brought out the ball machine and like shooting balls that are like 80, 90 miles an hour, and it's hitting her toe, it's bouncing off, hitting her in the shoulders and shin guards, and I'm like, all right, Anna, let's take a break because you're gonna get injured here. She comes over and she's like, no, I'm okay, there's no blood, and if anything, I'll have good bruises.
She resigned herself to the fact that she needed to do it, and that she wanted to play and was willing to put in that extra time.
You know, so that's kind of the resilient kid that she is, and I think that's what made her such an amazing defender. Like, mentally she was tough and physically she was tough.
Bobby Dwyer probably summed this up the best. He referred to Anna as the wall, and because when Anna was in the defensive circle, just very little got by her. And I think there was just such a tremendous amount of confidence that if the ball got in behind everybody else, not only did we have the goalkeeper to count on, but we also had Anna.
The level of trust that the team had for her, that the coaching staff had for her, was all that, you know, we needed out there to know that it was going to be okay. We had Anna on the field.
Because of the persistence of her coach and the willingness to give her a shot, she was willing to put in the work.
She put in the max hour that she could every day for a full year, not knowing that she wasn't going to get a second on that field.
Is why we're sitting here tonight to give her this award. Anna, I am so excited to welcome you and congratulate you to the William & Mary Hall of Fame.
Congratulations, Anna, on your induction to the William & Mary Athletics Hall of Fame.
I'm so honored and humbled to be inducted into this Hall of Fame today. When I first found out a couple months ago, I actually thought it was a prank. And I still honestly can't really believe that this is happening. This feeling kind of sums up my career, and I think you also saw it on the video as well. The success I had, and also being lucky enough to play for Peel Hawthorne. She taught me many things, but in particular, there are two things she taught me that stuck with me still to this day. The first is if you're on time, then you're late. And it's been really hard to follow now with my husband, who's notoriously late, but I still try. Number two is when it comes to confidence, fake it till you make it. There wasn't one game that I didn't have to remember and tell myself that, and honestly, to this day, they're still having to remember that every time, whether it's from being a mom or whether it's in my career. So I thank you for that. So, in addition to Peel, I want to thank her for her lessons, but I also want to thank a lot of the people that are here today for me. First off, even my freshman roommate's here, Lauren, so thank you and your husband for being here. I also want to thank my mom and dad. Thank you so much for the countless hours that you spent taking me to games, to the money that you spent on soccer, field hockey, softball, whatever it was. I thank you for that. I really appreciate all that you did. And I also hope that my husband and I can give that support to our daughter and son that you gave to me, so thank you. I also want to thank a couple other people who are here. My brother and sister, thank you for being here, and thank you for always pushing me when I was little. If it wasn't for trying to keep up with you guys, I don't think I would be here tonight. And Kate, if you hadn't probably played field hockey in college, I doubt I would have. So I always have to do better than you. So thank you for that. And I also want to thank my best friend of 25 years and her husband for coming. You made the trip up, and it really means a lot to me for your years of support and love, and I will forgive you for the cardboard cutout of me that you made, but thank you. And lastly, thank you to my husband, Scott. There's never been a more supportive husband. I don't know if you remember him running up and down Bushfield wearing that headband and heckling the refs, much to my embarrassment. But I just want to say thank you all so much. It's really an honor. Thank you, guys.